In the infinite expanse of the cosmos, our pale blue planet harbours life in all its forms, a delicate balance forged over millennia. Yet beneath the beauty of this vibrant world lies a growing crisis. Food waste, a silent yet devastating force, threatens not only our ecosystems, but the very fabric of our existence. This is a journey into the unseen impact of what we discard, exploring how it shapes our planet and the future of life itself. A story of urgency, discovery, and hope. The problem of food waste. Deep in the cosmos, a colossal fireball burns with an intensity beyond comprehension. This is the Sun, a titanic engine of nuclear fusion, unleashing immense energy every second. Its turbulent surface flares with bursts of light and heat, a testament to its vital role in shaping life on Earth. As its light journeys through the void, it reaches our world, a beacon of energy that illuminates land and sea. Over the calm expanse of water, the sun bestows its golden radiance, weaving the intricate tapestry of life that flourishes beneath its rays. But the sun's role extends far beyond merely warming our planet or painting the skies with its light. It performs a feat of extraordinary significance, making life possible on Earth. Through a process as ancient as life itself, known as photosynthesis, the sun's energy is transformed into the foundation of all ecosystems. Within the leaves of plants and the needles of trees, this process unfolds, a delicate conversion of sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide into life-sustaining oxygen and energy-rich sugars. Photosynthesis breathes life into our planet, producing the oxygen that fills our lungs and sustains nearly all forms of existence. But its marvel doesn't stop there. Beyond oxygen, photosynthesis produces the food that nourishes animals, creatures unable to harness the sun's energy directly. From the tallest tree to the smallest blade of grass, this symphony of light and chemistry powers the circle of life. From the rabbit nibbling on clover to the butterfly seeking nectar, each species depends on the energy captured by plants. This energy flows through the leaves, seeds, and nectar, sustaining creatures large and small. In this symphony of life, animals thrive on the food produced by photosynthesis. They are part of an intricate cycle, one that has evolved over millions of years. But the story does not end here. Among all living beings, one creature's relationship with this cycle stands apart. For humans, this gift of the sun extends far beyond survival. It shapes cultures, communities, and the very essence of our existence. For countless generations, humans have shared this reliance on photosynthesis with every other creature. But unlike the animals in the wild, our growing needs demanded more than foraging alone. In the early days, our ancestors turned to agriculture, taming the land and cultivating crops to secure a steady supply of food. These simple yet profound acts laid the foundation for human civilization. But as our numbers grew and communities expanded, so too did our demand for food. Feeding the billions of people on our planet could no longer rely solely on traditional methods. Modern agriculture emerged as the answer, an intricate dance of innovation and technology designed to meet the immense needs of a global population. Through these fields, the connection between sunlight, photosynthesis, and human ingenuity is forged, an unbroken link that sustains life on Earth. From the fields and forests, the fruits of photosynthesis and human labour come together to grace our tables. The diversity of food we consume is a testament to nature's abundance and human creativity. A humble broccoli, its vibrant green florets, a reminder of the sun's gift to the earth. Carrots, their roots steeped in the soil, nourished by the energy stored in plants. And yet, our meals extend beyond the plant kingdom. Bacon, a result of the interconnected web of life, sizzling with flavour. An egg, its origins tied to the cycle of life, transformed by heat into a morning staple. In kitchens around the world, we transform these raw materials into meals that nourish both body and spirit. Even in the industrial heart of food production, the story remains the same. Nature's resources, shaped by human hands, feed a growing world. Our plates tell a story, one of collaboration between the earth, the sun, and our endless pursuit to sustain ourselves. Over millennia, humanity has done more than merely survive on food. We have learned to mix, combine and transform ingredients into diverse flavors and tastes, a journey that transcends necessity and enters the realms of art and culture. Our plates tell stories of innovation, tradition and creativity as we continue to craft unique experiences from the simple act of eating.
Food is more than just sustenance. It's a reflection of culture. bond that brings families together, and the canvas for the artistry of flavors, ingredients, and cooking methods, crafted to create moments of pure joy and connection. As the meal concludes, what remains on the plate? The scraps of bread, a few grains of rice, and a piece of unconsumed vegetable represent the organic fraction of food waste. These leftovers, often overlooked, are the focus of our journey today. Instead of discarding them, we'll explore how such waste can be transformed into valuable resources, offering a sustainable solution to a growing global challenge.
Not all the food we prepare or harvest makes its way to our plates. A portion is lost even before it can be consumed. Spoilage claims some, as seen in a single strawberry succumbing to mold, a microcosm of the larger issue. Leftovers, discarded uneaten, add to the growing piles of waste. Even the simple act of peeling fruits, while routine, contributes to the mountain of discarded food that often goes unnoticed. Food waste doesn't end with spoilage, leftovers, or the inedible parts like peels. It extends far beyond, emerging during processing, where packaging errors and material defects contribute to the problem. Even after food is consumed, waste arises from discarded packaging, further compounding the issue. Sadly, the evidence of this waste is everywhere, strewn across rivers, choking the life from aquatic ecosystems, scattered on beaches, tarnishing once pristine shores, and piled in vast landfills, scarring the Earth's surface. The remnants of our consumption seep into the soil, leach into waterways, and create a stark reminder of the silent devastation food waste leaves in its wake. Although landfills contain various types of municipal solid waste, the majority is made up of organic food waste. As this waste decomposes, it releases unpleasant odours, contributing to the environmental and social issues surrounding these sites. Each year, the world discards an astonishing 1.3 billion tons of food. Enough to feed billions. This staggering waste stretches across every stage of the food supply chain. In agriculture alone, 14% of all food is lost during harvest. Inefficient techniques, pest damage, and extreme weather leave fields littered with unused potential. Beyond the fields, poor handling, inadequate storage, and transportation challenges spoil a significant portion of harvested food, wasting the labour and resources invested. During processing and packaging, mechanical errors and strict quality standards contribute to food loss. Perfectly edible food often fails to meet cosmetic expectations. In distribution and retail, overstocking, improper storage, and expiration dates lead to unnecessary waste. Finally, at the consumer level, the scale of waste is most striking. In developed nations, overpurchasing, aesthetic standards, and oversized portions contribute to over 50% of food waste. In Europe alone, 88 million tons of food are wasted annually, costing a staggering €143 billion. In developing countries, the story is different but no less impactful. Here, waste predominantly occurs during production and post-harvest. Limited infrastructure and technology often lead to losses of up to 40% of total food production, as seen in India. Meanwhile, in urban China, households generate up to 18 million tons of food waste annually, a sobering reminder of inefficiencies even in thriving cities. Across the globe, from farms to homes, food waste represents a shared challenge, demanding urgent action to reshape how we grow, handle, and consume food.
Food waste is a global challenge, and this chart breaks down where it happens along the food supply chain. From the farm to our plates, every stage plays a role. Vegetables and fruits stand out as the most wasted categories, with nearly half of their total production lost, whether on the field, during processing, or even at home. On the other hand, products like meat and dairy waste smaller percentages overall, but are still significant at the consumer level. This shows us one clear thing. Food waste isn't just about what we throw away at home. It's a problem that starts at the production and continues all the way to consumption. If we want to tackle food waste, we need solutions for every step of the chain.
Food waste has far-reaching environmental consequences. It's not just about wasted food, it's about wasted resources and the harm caused to our planet. Food waste is responsible for 8 to 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions. To put that into perspective, if food waste were a country, it would rank as the third largest emitter of greenhouse gases, right after China and the United States. In landfills, food waste produces methane, a greenhouse gas that's 25 times more potent than carbon dioxide at trapping heat. This accelerates global warming and climate change. Global greenhouse gas emissions from food production account for a significant share of environmental impacts, contributing 26% of total emissions. Within this sector, livestock and fisheries are the largest contributors, responsible for 31% of food-related emissions. Methane from cattle, manure management and fuel use in fisheries highlight the environmental burden of animal-based food systems. Crop production follows closely at 27%, with 21% of emissions linked to crops for human food and 6% to crops for animal feed, underscoring inefficiencies in agricultural resource use. Land use changes, including deforestation and soil cultivation, contribute 24%, with land use change alone responsible for 18%. The supply chain, encompassing transport, processing, packaging and retail, accounts for 18%, reflecting the need to address inefficiencies beyond production. This breakdown emphasizes the urgency of adopting sustainable practices, reducing food waste, and shifting towards plant-based diets to reduce the environmental impact of food systems. But the impact doesn't stop there. Consider water. 1/4 of all water used in agriculture goes to food that's never eaten. That's enough to fill 250 cubic kilometers of water annually. In the US alone, 21% of freshwater and 18% of cropland are used to grow food that ends up in the trash. Globally, 28% of agricultural land, 1.4 billion hectares, is dedicated to producing food that's ultimately wasted. Biodiversity also suffers. Land is cleared, habitats are destroyed, and ecosystems are disrupted to produce food that won't even make it to our plates. Reducing food waste isn't just a step towards sustainability, it's a critical step toward protecting our planet. Food waste has far-reaching social and economic impacts, touching lives and communities across the globe. With over 820 million people undernourished worldwide, reducing food waste offers an opportunity to address hunger by redistributing edible food to those in need. However, improper handling and disposal of food waste can pose health risks, leading to contamination and the spread of foodborne illnesses. On the economic front, the annual cost of food waste is staggering, estimated at $1 trillion globally. In developed countries, a family of 4 can lose as much as $1,500 a year on wasted food. The agricultural sector also feels the burden, with wasted inputs such as seeds, water and labour driving up production costs and destabilising market prices. Meanwhile, the retail and hospitality industries face mounting losses due to overstocking, spoilage and the disposal of unsold food. For instance, the UK's hospitality sector alone incurs losses of £3 billion annually from food waste. Municipalities and taxpayers also bear the cost of managing this waste, including its collection, transportation and processing. Food waste is both a resource and a burden. Rich in organic matter such as starch, protein and cellulose, it has great potential if properly utilised. The challenge is clear. Food waste isn't just a loss of resources, it's a missed opportunity for social equity, economic stability and environmental sustainability. Given the immense volume of food waste generated annually and its significant environmental, social and economic repercussions, the need to address this issue has become increasingly urgent. Governments around the world are stepping up by implementing policies that incentivize food waste reduction. These include tax breaks for food donations, stricter regulations on waste disposal and support for food recovery programs. But beyond reducing waste, there is tremendous potential in valorizing food waste. Byproducts from food waste can be transformed into valuable resources for various industries, ranging from food additives and nutraceuticals to cosmetics, energy production, and even cattle feed. This approach not only mitigates environmental and economic impacts, but also plays a pivotal role in advancing a circular economy within the agri-food supply chain. By closing the loop, we can transform waste into a resource, paving the way for a more sustainable future. When faced with the monumental challenge of managing the vast amounts of food waste generated globally, incineration often emerges as a seemingly straightforward solution. The process involves burning organic waste to significantly reduce its volume while generating heat, which can theoretically be harnessed in combined heat and power systems. However, while this approach may appear practical, it falls short as a truly sustainable solution. Organic food waste, as we've discussed earlier, represents a significant portion of the global waste stream. Yet, due to its high moisture content, incineration becomes highly inefficient, demanding substantial energy inputs to evaporate water before any heat can be generated. This means that in many cases, more energy is consumed than is actually recovered from the process. Additionally, incineration poses serious environmental concerns. The release of fumes and pollutants during combustion not only contributes to air pollution, but also exacerbates climate challenges. When considering the scale of food waste we face worldwide, it becomes clear that incineration is neither inefficient nor environmentally friendly as an industrial-scale solution. This underscores the critical need to explore more innovative, sustainable approaches to food waste valorization, ones that align with the principles of environmental responsibility and circularity. Composting offers a sustainable alternative to managing the organic fraction of food waste. By converting leftovers, peels and scraps into nutrient-rich compost, this process not only reduces waste, but also closes the loop in the natural cycle. Instead of polluting the air or depleting landfill space, organic food waste can be transformed into a valuable resource for agriculture, improving soil health and reducing reliance on chemical fertilizers. However, while composting is a viable solution for many, it requires careful management. Proper aeration, moisture levels, and temperature control are essential for efficient decomposition and to minimize the emission of methane. As global food waste volumes continue to rise, industrial-scale composting systems have become critical in addressing this challenge. These systems can process large amounts of waste efficiently, turning a problem into an opportunity for a more sustainable future. Anaerobic digestion is a natural process where microorganisms break down food waste in the absence of oxygen, producing biogas. Anaerobic digestion mimics the natural decomposition process that occurs in landfills, but in a controlled environment where methane is captured instead of being released into the atmosphere. This methane, a valuable renewable energy source, can be used for cooking, heating, or even generating electricity, transforming food waste into a practical and sustainable solution for energy needs. This process happens in several stages, starting with the breakdown of complex food components into simpler compounds. As digestion progresses, these compounds are further transformed, ultimately leading to the production of biogas. The methane in this gas can be captured and used as a renewable energy source, reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. This multi-stage process efficiently converts organic waste into renewable energy, demonstrating anaerobic digestion's potential as a sustainable waste management solution. Anaerobic digestion produces biogas and a nutrient-rich digestate, which serves as an organic fertilizer. However, challenges remain, including high initial investment, the need for precise control of process variables, and odor management. Enhancing efficiency through co-digestion with other organic materials can boost biogas yield and optimize resource utilization. Finally, integrating anaerobic digestion with industrial and agricultural systems, such as wastewater treatment plants or livestock farms, can create a more resilient and efficient waste valorization network. Even though anaerobic digestion for food waste management is well established in many developed countries, research in this field continues to expand. A sample of recent data from 2014 to May 2023 indicates a significant increase in publications, reflecting ongoing efforts to optimize and enhance this technology. Hydrothermal carbonization is a process that transforms food waste into valuable materials. It operates at temperatures between 180 degrees Celsius and 260 degrees Celsius, and at pressures of 35 to 55 bar, which is high like the pressure found 350 to 550 meters underwater, 35 to 55 times higher than normal atmospheric pressure. Under these conditions, water acts as a powerful chemical agent that decomposes complex organic molecules found in food waste, such as carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, into simpler compounds. This process takes between 1 and 12 hours. Nitrogen is purged into the system right away to remove oxygen and maintain the necessary pressure. During the process, food waste is transformed into 3 distinct phases. The liquid phase mostly contains dissolved organic compounds that can be further utilized. The solid phase, known as hydrochar, is rich in carbon and can serve as a renewable fuel or soil amendment. Finally, the gaseous phase is primarily composed of carbon dioxide along with minor gases. This accelerated transformation mimics natural coal formation, offering an innovative way to manage food waste. HTC can effectively reduce pathogens and contaminants in the waste, making the resulting products safer for use as soil amendments or in other applications. Another significant benefit is that HTC can treat wet biomass directly without the need for energy-intensive drying, making it more energy efficient. Another advantage of HTC is its ability to reduce gaseous emissions, particularly CO2, by limiting oxygen exposure. Unlike biological methods that take months, HTC completes within hours. Furthermore, it is carbon efficient, preserving most of the substrate original carbon in the final product. By integrating hydrothermal carbonization with other biochemical and thermochemical processes, we can unlock a diverse range of valuable products. Pre-processing steps like chipping, grinding and mixing enhance conversion efficiency, while thermal conditioning with catalysts and solvents prepares the feedstock. Hydrothermal carbonization, anaerobic digestion, gasification, and pyrolysis work together to transform waste into biochar, biogas, and high-value bioproducts such as soil amendments, biofuels, cosmetics, and nutraceuticals. Hydrothermal carbonization of food waste offers an innovative approach to energy recovery while balancing three essential pillars: environment, economy, and society. By transforming waste into valuable resources, we reduce environmental impact, promote economic opportunities, and ensure social well-being. This process not only minimizes greenhouse gas emissions, but also creates new pathways for clean energy and sustainable development. A circular economy where waste is no longer discarded, but repurposed for a greener, more sustainable world. Another approach for food waste valorization is enzymatic hydrolysis, a process that breaks down complex organic molecules into simpler, more useful compounds. Enzymes act as biological catalysts, targeting carbohydrates, proteins, and fats within food waste, converting them into valuable intermediates. The intermediates obtained from the enzymatic hydrolysis of food waste, primarily fermentable sugars, can undergo fermentation to produce ethanol. Ethanol, as the highest volume biotechnology product, has a wide range of applications. It is commonly used in alcoholic beverages and, more significantly, serves as a gasoline blend, enhancing fuel efficiency and reducing emissions in transportation. Upcycling food waste into animal feed holds great potential for transforming a common waste stream into a valuable resource. Food waste is naturally abundant and rich in nutrients, yet its variability and potential contaminants pose significant challenges. Ensuring consistent nutritional quality requires advanced pre-treatment processes and rigorous quality control to balance nutrient profiles, while eliminating pathogens and chemical residues that could harm animal health. Moreover, existing regulations which were designed for conventional feeds often fall short when applied to these innovative materials, necessitating updated safety standards and coordinated policy efforts. On the opportunity side, converting food waste into animal feed can reduce reliance on traditional feed sources, lower production costs, and significantly decrease greenhouse gas emissions by diverting organic waste from landfills. By integrating this approach into the circular economy, we not only enhance resource efficiency, but also support sustainable agriculture and help alleviate climate and resource burdens. Last but not least, food waste can be transformed into valuable bioactive compounds using green extraction techniques. Rich in polyphenols, flavonoids, alkaloids, and essential vitamins, these compounds serve as powerful antioxidants, antimicrobials, and functional ingredients. Extracted from fruit, vegetable, and cereal waste, they find applications in pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, and functional foods, contributing to health and sustainability. By utilizing advanced and eco-friendly extraction methods, we can unlock the hidden potential of food waste while promoting a circular bioeconomy. To summarize, sustainable strategies for food waste valorization include advanced methods like hydrothermal carbonization and green extraction, which transform waste into valuable products such as hydrochar and bioactive compounds. Fermentation and biofuel production capture energy, while pyrolysis and anaerobic digestion convert waste into fuels. Traditional approaches, including composting and animal feeding, help close nutrient loops, though they are less efficient. Together, these diverse approaches reduce the environmental impact of global food waste and promote a sustainable future.
To put it all into perspective, we realize that protecting our green planet for the well-being of our lives and future generations starts with how we manage what we waste at home. By making mindful choices, we can significantly reduce the amount of food waste we generate. Reducing food waste is not just about technology, it's about collective responsibility and everyday habits. Proper waste sorting at home plays a crucial role in ensuring that organic waste can be effectively valorized rather than ending up in landfills. Government must take the lead in educating the public and promoting awareness through policies and campaigns that encourage responsible waste management. Meanwhile, businesses must adopt sustainable practices and invest in innovative technologies. By aligning the individual actions with systemic change, we can create a culture that values more resources and moves toward a more sustainable future. The challenge is clear, but so is the solution. Every meal we consume, every product we choose, and every piece of waste we discard shapes the future of our planet. If we act now at home, in business, and through policy, we can change food waste from an environmental burden into a valuable resource. The question is not whether change is possible, but whether we are willing to be the generation that makes it happen.